What's up, man? It's Rap Sheet Hollywood, man, where hip hop meets Hollywood. It's your boy, the incomparable Poop Diesel, man. And yo, I want to jump right into this video right now. This is Art of Dialogue, Big Gene deal, talking about the whole Big Meat situation, going back and forth with 50 and really apologizing to 50. Y'all check out this video, man. It's dope.
So I went and I read the paperwork. You understand? I read what was available. I asked some agents that were friends of mine, that were my fraternity brothers, about certain situations. I asked guys who had that 848 kingpin charges. I asked guys who was in jail at the time. And I got all the information from them. But I could be just like everybody else and just have assumptions about the whole situation. So the thing about with 50 and me, when I took up for Meech, it was because I've been around Meech. You understand? I've had conversations with Meech, and I always known Meech as being a stand-up guy. You understand? And so then I jumped out the window. You understand? Because I didn't see that in Meech. You know, I didn't see him doing that. But that's not none of my business to know the intricate parts of it. So me to speak on that, I had to go and see what was out there. And now, yo, you might have to have a whole nother hour to this, bro, because it's longer than what people realize it is. And I'm gonna try to do it as short as possible. Is this. Meech and that girl Tammy Collins, who somehow he gave his rights to the BMF thing to. You understand? And she was giving it up on both sides to the panties to everybody. That's what you could tell, because she was even having sexual relationships with the agent. And the DEA, T-State agents, you do not get involved with the women that you got under investigations and they CIs for you. But somehow she got to this agent, and this agent was giving her mad money, $2,500 a week. And then she gets a check for $80,000. She gets checks for $250,000. They had to cut it off so he wouldn't have to. They had to cut him out the system where he couldn't give her nothing, and he couldn't have no rights to the computers or anything, bro. It was crazy. So now what I'm hearing and what I'm thinking and what I'm seeing is that Meech connected her allegedly with the dude Cuffy, but I don't believe that he connected her with Cuffy as far as the paperwork going, because Meech would have been recharged and everything. If he would have connected her with Cuffy, he probably would have been recharged, you know what I'm saying, for the drug trafficking thing that they caught Cuffy in, allegedly. You know what I'm saying? But it's paperwork out there. I believe that he connected her with Cuffy because Cuffy wanted to buy the rights, you know, to do the movie or whatever like that. And then somehow it got to whereas that the agents knew Cuffy and used her to get at him.
All right. We can stop it there. Listen, for all of those that didn't watch the interview, go check it out, man. That's my boy, Art of Dialogue. That's my guy. I work with Art. Definitely have done some cool business with him, and helped to kind of book some of the shows. For those that don't know, I've been a producer in Hollywood for over 20 years. Produced some of the dopest content that you've seen on TV. So from the Who Killed Tupac to the Kim Kardashian Justice Project, American Gangster, I've been producing. So that's why I know a lot of these different guys with the podcast and, help to book talent on those shows. Definitely go check out that episode, the full episode, Art of Dialogue. Big Gene. I work with Big Gene. We had him on the Who Killed Tupac documentary. And Gene he's become quickly like the go-to voice for anything related to like hip-hop police, you know, understanding what's going on with, you know, agents and FBI, and that's targeting the hip-hop community, man. So shout out to Big Gene. I think his voice is really speaking to what's happening here. So in this video, he obviously talked about how he first came out, he was really defending Big Meech. You know, he was defending Big Meech because he had been around Meech. He knew that Meech, you know, was a stand-up dude. And so when he kind of stuck up for Meech, it went against what 50 was saying. And so he ended up having to circle back and apologize to 50, because after he looked at the paperwork, it kind of seemed like maybe both of them had like some points, you know, Big Meech and also 50. So when he looked at the paperwork, though, what he went on to explain in that interview, and he kind of didn't really want to talk about it fully. You could tell he wanted to just kind of like get it over with. But I think what he really was explaining is that he looked at the footage, the paperwork, I'm sorry. He looked at the paperwork and he cross-referenced it with some of his agent friends. He cross-referenced it with people that had been locked up under the Kingpin charge. And so Big Meech actually didn't get the big Kingpin charge. What he got was he had a plea deal to get something less than that. And as part of his plea deal, this is what, according to you know, Big Gene Deal and his research, part of his plea deal made it so that the government didn't have to go to full court, didn't have to go to trial, didn't have to, you know, spend a lot of money. So he actually saved the government money on his case, his brother Southwest T, and then also on the 5 people that were underneath him as a drug lord. And so because of that, he got less time than he would have gotten had he had the full sentence. So I think that's what Big Gene Deal was saying. So in those circumstances, Tammy Cohen, who was a CI for the feds, and she was sleeping with the different Fed agents, which is kind of crazy. I'm ready to hear her story. You know what I'm saying? If you're gonna put that out, 50, go ahead and put that one out. I wanna hear what she got to say about this. But because the fact that she was there, but she was actually, I guess, working with obviously Big Meech, because she had the power of attorney over his BMF series and everything. So they're saying that he was somewhat cooperating with her, but it doesn't say that he ever met with the feds and actually coordinated his participation. So I guess maybe that happened through her. So the paperwork doesn't exactly state that, although Big Meech said, or Big Gene Deal said, that really at the end of the day, what happened was because Meech, as he talked to other people, Meech had to have some kind of interaction with his attorneys. So it gets kind of crazy, man. But I thought Gene really should have went a little bit deeper there and make it really, really clear. And he didn't really want to do that too much, man. But shout out to Big Gene Deal, man. That's my guy. Shout out to Art of Dialogue. Y'all go check that out, man. And you know what it is, man. Rapshi Hollywood. We're in the whip right now. I had to come and give you this story right now. I'm in Southern California, and it's actually kind of rainy today. So whenever there's breaking news, I'll just jump into the whip, give you the news as I see it, and we go from there, man. You already know what it is, man. Rapshi Hollywood, and we out.